Hey, how are you guys doing today? Welcome to another session of Changemaker series by Honest. Let me invite our guest for the day. Give me a second. All right. So, Honest, you already know about Honest. Honest is an obsessively curated knowledge platform and online store with a 80% plastic free range in clean beauty, home care, food, and baby care. We have 3,000 products for a sustainable, organic, vegan, chemical free lifestyle with no guilt. Hey, how are you? Priyanka.
Hello, can you hear me well?
I can hear you very well, yes.
Perfect.
Great. I was just about to introduce you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, to people who are listening, do visit honest.in to claim your 2 month free membership, which has massive perks. Right? Hey, thanks, Harish. Thanks, Riju, for joining. In the Changemaker series, we today bring to you the story of Priyanka Mandal, founder of Clan Earth. Priyanka has been a zero waster and a minimalist for the last 5 years. She started Clan Earth with routine Vishwas. Clan Earth is India's first brand to plant 5 trees per product sold. Isn't that amazing? A mindful business in every way, Clanoth makes sustainable and stylish carry accessories such as backpacks, wallets, yeah, a wide range of lifestyle products and eco gifts. Thanks, Priyanka, for being here. It is great to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me. That was such a nice introduction. Thank you.
Thanks. So we want to know first about your sustainability journey and then a little bit about your brand. So first of all, what triggered your sustainability journey? You have been a zero waster for 5 years. So how did this change happen?
So it was the awareness of so much is going wrong, and also just the passion to make things better. So around 2016, 17 already, I was reading a lot about how things are going wrong, and possibly our generation is one of the last generations that can make any substantial change for a better sustainable future. So that is how I think I ended up taking up the zero waste challenge and the minimalist challenge. That's how I started. um, I would say that I was always kind of a little more on the sustainability side. I appreciated a lot of those things and I had a lot of those values. But yeah, like around 2017 is what just awareness and the desire to make things different is what triggered this journey.
Wow. And in the last 5 years, I'm sure you have picked up a lot of sustainability habits. So which one is the one that you will never let go of? Which one is the closest to your heart?
So I don't know if this counts as a sustainability habit, but I think the most useful habit for me is uh, just checking whether what choice I'm making does have a negative impact on anybody. So whether that's the environment, whether that's animals, whether that's any other human being. So I think that kind of check is very natural to me right now. So, because like over the years, we've just developed whether I'm buying a very simple chocolate or, a very expensive gadget. I just have this in mind that at least where do you have the least harm, if not any harm at all, because that's pretty much not possible in the kind of society we live in. But then, yeah, so I think that kind of mindset is is a long term thing that you develop. It's actually a habit, but it develops over a long term. And I
Yeah.
think now that I have it, I would never want to lose that and just be mindless about things. Buying on stuff and not giving care about other animals if they're affected in the choice that I'm making. So I think that kind of mindful thinking is the sustainable habit that I like the most because it also makes my life easier. I don't have to constantly think about making green choices and buying green products because it just happens at the back of my mind. So that really helps.
Wow. Okay. So that gives everyone a cue about what they should do in their sustainability journey.
Thank
If you have
you.
to give, if you have to give one advice to people on how should they start their sustainability journey, what would you tell them?
Yeah. So I feel like each time that I'm asked that question, I always say this. Most people want to, have more sustainable life. Most people, and what I've seen is a lot of guilt around this. I don't do enough. I'm trying my best, but somebody else does better. On online, I saw so much happening. Um, Especially even like people like us who've been doing it for 5 years. Like you've been doing it for 5 years. I've just started. So I think that creates a lot of pressure in people just crumble down and they're like, I don't do enough. I can't do enough. So they kind of want to give up. But the small things add up. So when I started 5, 6 years ago, this was just the small things that I was doing, trying to make my own products, which did not have a lot of chemicals, just quitting single-use plastic, not taking that thela, plastic ka thela when go to market. So just the simple steps. And slowly, that built a sustainable life for me and also like a sustainable brand, right? So I think the small things really, really add up. And I don't want anybody to feel guilty, especially if they're trying to do the right thing. So my advice really for anybody who at whatever level, just be chill about it. Don't feel guilty. Don't look at others and think that they're so much ahead or they're so much behind me and I'm already doing so much. Just keep doing what you're doing. And like I said, again, going back to the mindful thinking, if you have that kind of a thought process or mindset, then that'll help you go ahead. Uh, I guess
Absolutely. Yeah, that of course answers it. You spoke about Clan Earth, and we discussed how it's planting trees for every product sold. What is one fact that you want people to remember about Clan Earth?
Yeah. Okay, so one fact to remember about Clanart is that it is a very mindful brand, but it is very like chill as well. So I think that's what I want people to remember. So like at Clanart, everything end to end that we thought. So like when you say that we plant the 5 trees for each product that we sell, we actually have a partnership with a reforestation organization that makes sure that all the saplings that we planted, they actually become trees over 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the lane, and they work with the locals. So we've been very mindful about every little thing that we do. So whether that's packaging, we package completely plastic free from day zero, and all the choices that we make in just making the product here in Kolkata, like it's completely made in Kolkata, the resources are locally sourced or at least somewhere in India. So everything has been very, very thoughtful. So I do want people to, now make very like mindful choices when they're buying stuff, obviously. So I want them to remember that Chana is a very thoughtful, mindful brand, not just sustainable, like culturally also, socially also. We work directly with the artisans, right? So and the platform wants to create space for more and more artisans from Kolkata to come in and show that like Italian craftsmanship is so famous, right? But we want to show that here in India, you get such good craftsmanship. And in fact, a lot of these Italian brands just take our products from India and Vietnam, and that's the craftsmanship that you adore, right? So we want to make that as famous as well. So it's not just a sustainable brand trying to make sustainable products, but just mindful and thoughtful about everything. But on this other side, it's very like chill. So we don't want anybody to buy our products only because it is sustainable. We want them to like really love the product, functional, it's good looking, it's very long lasting. So when you like, that's very surprise from our customers when they get the products, they're like, wow. And that is the best satisfaction that we have, because a lot of time people who are sustainable or sustainably minded are now buying sustainable products, but they don't know how to expect it. And when they see that the quality is like at par with international brands and the design is good and it's lasting very long, so and it's good looking as well. So at Lana, we try to make everything kind of good looking. So like for us, sustainability is also sexy. So I just want people to remember that Lana is this thoughtful brand, but also very like cool. So I think that's the I want to
So
leave them with.
that's what they want. She wants you to know. And in fact, one thing that you should know is uh, Clan Earth is on Honest, and on Honest you can find different filters and values.
Hi, can you hear me? I
So everyone can shop, like you, all ingredients being Indian. We have a value called 100% Indian ingredients, where people can, buy products which are completely made in India. Priyanka said it's a great, stylish, sustainable. Priyanka, can you hear me? Hello. Thanks, Wanderer Harry. While I think there is some internet connection. Yeah, hi. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, I actually switched off my video
It
so
was my
that network
internet
gets.
I got broken out.
Maybe doesn't matter. I think commercial breaks help. So coming back to,
Totally.
tell us about two. I know that you love the brand, but which are your two most favorite products that you want people to try? Only two.
That's very tricky because we don't have too many products. It was not like we just kept minting products. So every product is very carefully thought out. So it's difficult to get to. But I know the ones that I love, and also it matches with what people buy. The pangolin backpack is absolute hit. It is both of our favorite backpack because it's like a very chill backpack. Like I said, it's a backpack that you can take daily to your work, to your office, to your college, and then it becomes bigger. It expands. It's a roll top backpack, so it expands. It becomes bigger in capacity, and you can take it to trekking. You can take it on tours, and it has like 16 plus features. So I really love that backpack. People also really love that backpack. And all the cork wallets. I think all the wallets that we made from cork are really different. So they're very different from how leather wallets are, but has all the features like just like being uh, waterproof, being extremely light. The texture is like really smooth, very rich. So yeah, I think all the cork wallets and pangolin backpack. These are the two of my most favorite.
Right. Pangolin backpack and the cork wallets it is. Products out, and let us know how you found it. Priyanka, last question. What do you like about honest?
Breaking
Not
a
like
little
you is not
again.
an option.
It's my internet. Can you hear me? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Can you please?
Question is, yes, what do you like about honest?
Yeah. So my favorite thing about Honest is, of course, I love that so many conscious and thoughtful marketplaces are coming up, right, in India, and people have more and more choices. But like my favorite thing at Honest is definitely how you're using your social media. So just like bringing all the people together to share, their thought process, how they built what they built, and just weaving the story of all the brands that you have on the platform together, from their founders, from their core team members. I think I really appreciate, and I feel like this is something which is differentiating you at the moment as well. And I just hope that you will continue to do this, share stories from the brands and about your platform going ahead, because that just like relates people more to the brand, more to the products that they would be buying, they would want to buy. So yeah, I think that's the best feature. And I also love the website. So great work on that.
Well, thank you so much. In fact, you absolutely, when you say that, you justify exactly what we set out to do. The idea is that we are a community, and it's just, everyone is an equal part of it, including our shoppers as well, and they should know whom they are buying from, because many times story of the person that really is, and once you know why they are doing what they are doing, then a lot of empathy about the product, the brand, and that's actually what we want to. Everyone is one part, right? So that's. Thank you so much, Priyanka. Any questions from the guests, uh, uh, our viewers? Priyanka is here for some time. She can answer your question as well.
So meanwhile, let me ask you maybe,
Yeah.
because I have a question in mind.
Hi, hi, Sage. Yes, go.
Yeah. So what I want to ask is, what do you feel is, how is Honest trying to start his own journey? Like, tell us a little bit about that.
So you're asking how is Honest trying to what? I did miss that.
So you've just newly started, right? So
Yes,
how is
yes.
it going for you? How did the journey come about for yourself?
Oh, the journey came about because see, I have been in the retail and e-commerce space for the last 14 years, and uh, but over a period of time, I was realizing that what I am selling, how I actually think, and then luckily I have friends also who thought alike, and me, Jahangir, and Atul, we were discussing all the time that where are the solutions when you really want to live sustainably. And we actually started like customers, and we started putting knowledge together, asking people, and this is what we are still space to buy. More and more people are able to access the sustainable products. And second, India is a very diverse country, so everyone has very different values. So we did not want to force people in a certain value, but we are giving them a bouquet of values. You can choose 100% Indian ingredients, you can choose locally sourced products, you can choose low emission products, you can choose no plastic products. So it's organic, it's shopper value, it's a mix of your health, your planet's health, all put together. Pick and choose value, and you can save them on your profile each time. The maximizes itself to offer what you want, what are your values. So that's the feature that we are really happy about. Some effort in putting together, and it's a mammoth effort, especially because small team trying to put everything. But yeah, we have been successful in delivering a reasonable amount of fairness in
Absolutely.
that. So that's what we are trying to do. Yeah. So someone asked you a question. Nyagrodha 16. May I know what kind of dye do you use for the bags?
Yes. So the dye, like the fabric that we use is canvas. Can you hear me?
Priyanka, did you hear the question? Should I
Yeah,
repeat
okay.
it?
So the fabric that we use is canvas, and the dye that we use is azo-free dyeing process, which is a chemical-free dyeing process that we have. So that's something that we've taken care of as well, and we're trying to make them earthy colors at the moment. But then again, we're very mindful of all of these things as well. I mean, we would not say that we are perfect, right? But then how water is consumed or used through the dyeing process can we make better.
Sure.
So we in fact have a partnership with one of the biggest manufacturers of canvas in India, which take care of these things. So we apply to a lot of big brands as well, and to us as well. So we consciously make with them because again trust. Certifications. But then when you see that a lot of the other brands and other institutions are also believing in these, then you have more faith in that. So our vendor has certifications on best use of water as well. So yeah. So in short, it's as a free, like chemical free dyeing for us.
Wow. So low water and chemical free dye.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yes. I think you can
All
always
right. So
keep making
that's all, Priyanka. Thanks a
like
lot.
in all the process end to end, you can keep making progress. Um, that's what we tend to do as well.
We we got to know that we will continue doing this. So there will be more conversations, and yeah, and we'll, like Priyanka said, check out the pangolin bag and the cork, wallets, and see how you like them. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for joining in. Thanks, Priyanka.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.